I'm Dan Johnson. I'm the Systems Analyst here at the University of Cumbria, and I'm currently implementing Salesforce on behalf of the university. We did a full options appraisal. The university needed a new or an upgraded CRM system. We originally had Microsoft Dynamics as an on-site system. That was proving long in the tooth. It needed a lot of work to upgrade it and was proving not sufficient for what we actually wanted to use it for. Microsoft had changed the thrust of where Dynamics was going. It was far more business oriented. So we did a full options appraisal as to what the university needed. Looked at various options. We did a full tender process. We wrote a very stringent tender for what we wanted from a CRM system. The full functionality that would have to include student support, business-to-business support and alumni support. That went out to an open tender, and when the tenders came back and we marked them, Salesforce was by far and away the best product. They did a full implementation of the base system. So that was liaising with Salesforce for the setup of the sandbox system and the live system. Got all the licenses ready for us to use. Everything you would normally expect from a system setup so the users can come along and use it. We also had done a lot of work in-house around our data requirements and our process requirements. So we were able to give our data entity diagrams to Jerry at M4B. He was able to build those for us within Salesforce, which saved us obviously an awful lot of time and effort trying to learn a system and build within it. And then after the initial build, we had the data loads for historic data. We brought over about 4 years of historic data from our old system. We did the initial cleansing of that, passed it on to Jerry, and M4B did the data loads, data checking, and after that was sorted out and signed off, Jerry did a lot of the builds for the workflows and the email templates on our behalf. At the moment, it's the ability to track a student before they become a student. So the classic progress is from an inquirer to an applicant to a student. And I can't remember the exact figures, but if you have 100 inquirers, you might get 20 applicants and 5 actual students. Using Salesforce, we expect to increase that hit rate because we can actually see a progress through the system and support the student and the inquirer at each stage. So when we get an inquiry, the inquiry goes directly into Salesforce. We use Salesforce to send information and support materials out to the inquirers. When they become an applicant, when they've actually gone through the UCAS system, that information hits our student record system. We have an interface from our student record system back into Salesforce, which ties up the original inquiry in Salesforce to the applicant in our student record system, so we can then work through the next stage, which is supporting the applicant through the applicant process. The next thing is we're going to develop the use of Salesforce. When we looked at buying a new CRM system, we wanted it to be able to handle every single aspect of marketing on behalf of the university. We started off as the first priority student marketing, that is getting more students in, because we now need students in to pay our fees. The next stage will be business to business. So we went live with student marketing in September 2018. Just after Christmas, we kicked off a second project to roll out the use of CRM and Salesforce to our business to business. So that's marketing educational courses and training courses to the local community around North Lancashire, Cumbria and up into the borders of Scotland. I actually think it's been wonderful. So honestly, I'm sure that M4B have actually worked harder and done more work than what we've actually been billed for. We negotiated a very good contract with M4B and they've more than delivered their end of it. So I'm personally very grateful that they've done all the work they have for us.